The Las Vegas Grand Prix was a lot better than I expected it to be. I actually expected it to be a complete crap show with cars crashing constantly, with like multiple safety cars, and it to end up being a timed race. And it didn't. There were multiple safety cars. I believe there were two safety cars and a virtual safety car. The virtual safety car was just because there was some lap one, turn one incident that left debris on the track. Fine, happens anywhere. The second safety car, Lando Norris, had a little bit of an incident. He did end up getting sent to the hospital for observation overnight, but it looks like he is cleared to race next week, so that's great. But the racing was good. There were a lot of overtakes all throughout, up and down the field, the midfield, the front of the field, the back of the pack, everywhere there were overtakes. There were a few weird things that happened. The Norris crash was just weird. Max taking a 5-second penalty for forcing Charles off the track at turn one, and it just being "send them my regards" was the funniest thing I've seen all season. I mean, I don't hate that, because he already had basically more than a 5 sec. He could have had more than a 5 second advantage if he actually was trying to go ahead and get that, but he didn't get it. Still won the race. Good on him. He did get 2 penalty points, so I expect him to try to amass 10 more penalty points over the next season so that he can be given a race ban for the Las Vegas Grand Prix next year. He absolutely hates this racetrack, and I don't blame him. I raced it on F123 the other day. There's actually a challenge to start last and win the race, and I did it. I just did it on rookie. I was like, let's take the AI down to 0 and see if we can do it for the gamer score, and I did it. But it was a really good race, and there wasn't a lot of, it wasn't super gimmicky. I thought it was just going to be gimmicky, a lot of weird stuff happening. The tire wear was interesting. I think they should definitely run the race a little bit earlier in the year. I've heard rumors that they're going to go to early October, possibly even the same weekend as the NASCAR race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway next year, which would be amazing to have a NASCAR F1 crossover so that they don't have to deal with the tire issues. They still want it to be a night race, so they would probably make it still 10 p.m. local time, 1 a.m. Eastern time for the green flag. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that, being the way that the Las Vegas Grand Prix would be. Charles Leclerc passed a Red Bull, I think, 3 times. That's not something we've seen this year. So we'll see what happens between the Ferrari and the Red Bull next year. Sergio Perez did clinch second in the championship, and Lewis Hamilton clinched third. So the battle next week in Abu Dhabi is going to be for 4th through 20th. Mostly 4th, 5th, and 6th. They're really close. I think they're within 7 points of each other. It would be hilarious if something weird happened and Max, Lewis, and Checo all got disqualified next week, and then the 4th place driver won the race, and it was Lance Stroll won. Charles Leclerc extended his pole to not win streak to 12. So winning a pole position for Charles Leclerc, not great. But, Valtteri had a few incidents yesterday, but it is what it is, the Alfa Romeo. I'm quite excited to see how Abu Dhabi goes, and then we'll be in the off-season for motor racing for a little while, which is nice little off-season. We're going to have football, we're going to have some hockey, we're going to have some basketball, just a nice little break from motor racing till January with the 24 Hours of Daytona and the Clash, IndyCar as well. I'm really excited about where Formula One is with this Las Vegas race, but every time I saw the Sphere, I wanted to eat it. I literally wanted to just sit down and dig a fork and knife into the Sphere and eat it.